Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on 9th Thirumurai, 2nd Thirupathikam, 11th verse. Let's look at the verse first. Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Kaman kaalan takkan mikechan padakadai kanithavanalla பீமானம் பிரிந்த தவ பெரும் தொண்டர் தொண்டனின் பெரும் பற்ற போலியோர் சேமன்னல் தில்லை வட்டம் கொண்டாண்ட செல்வ சிற்றம்பல கூத்தா பூமலரடி கீழ் புராண பூதங்கள் பொறுப்பரின் புன் சொல்லின் போருளே. Tiruchitrambalam. This is the finale verse in this particular Thirupathikam, which is the 11th verse, and this concludes the entire beautiful meditative Thirupathikam, where we were meditating on Lord Shiva, which is called the cosmic dancer, all the way from his foot to his head, so or to his hair. So what we were trying to do is meditate on each and every part, and we were trying to digest each and every part and try to understand the reason behind the cosmic dance, and also to say that our mind has to come to a standstill next time when we are visualizing those parts, or even when we are able to see the cosmic dancer in front of us in the form of a statue or a drawing or a painting or whatever it is. The last verse comes in as a conclusion verse, as we said, comes in as just like a surrender, because when we are singing these padikams, when we are able to sing verse by verse, not always our mind will be in a standstill approach that we will be only thinking of Lord Shiva, because we all know how temporary our mind gets attached or entangled to something. It just keeps jumping here and there, and especially nowadays, because of the influence of the technology, mobile phones and all these applications and all these, our concentration power is much lower, practical reasons. And because of that, we are not able to sit in one place in a still approach and keep our mind even more still. When we are experiencing those kind of turbulence in our mind, obviously our thoughts will be drifted off Lord Shiva. In those cases, there is a possibility our karmic deeds will influence while we are even singing. When we look at it, our lips would be chanting on and singing, but our mind would have just been drifted off, and then it would have come back. In those cases, obviously the karmic effect would have been attacking our words also. Then those words will lose its magical power or the miraculous power. That is why here he is using the word punmorigal, which means the verse which doesn't have the necessary magical power, which means while we are singing, we have to fully be focusing on the Thirupathikam itself. What Lord Shiva was able to do is, just with a simple thought, he was able to destroy Kaman, which is the Cupid, as well as Kaalan, which is, we all know, Lord Yama. Not only that, he punished Takkan, Yechen kind of people. Those are also called as blessing, because we call Lord Shiva's blessing as two forms. One is just a slap, another one could be just a hug. We call it as the carrot and the cane, right? Exactly the same way Lord Shiva also motivates, or rather make sure that all his disciples, all his the souls that is around here is following the right path. So over here, Lord Shiva was able to punish them and bring them back to the right path. Similar to that, while I'm singing this, even with not so right words, not so right meaning or whatever, I'm sure not only Lord Shiva, even the souls, the enlightened souls who are stay put beneath his, we call it as the Shiv Log, the place where all the the entire enlightened souls are going to live is called as the Shivlok. People who are there will also be able to make sure that I am, they are pardoning me basically, right? So because when we make a mistake, we need someone to pardon us, and I'm sure they will pardon me. That is what the author or the saint for this particular Padikam is concluding his verse as. Lovely verse, because we should be singing this on a daily basis to say that whatever sin I'm doing, whatever mistake I'm doing, I need your blessings. I need you to pardon me of all my mistakes and make sure that I'm getting back to the right path. Such a lovely verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.